Well, I'm trying to get to this thing. Once we get to this water fiend, the Kraken, then we will stop. We may have to cut this one in half, because I am looking at the time, and right now it's about 40 minutes in. I don't know, it depends on how quickly we can get this done. Because you know how it is. Sometimes you can get it done quick. Sometimes these fiends go down super fast, and you're just like, that was it. That was the whole thing that we were building up to, was weak asshole number 52. Weak asshole number 52. Nice. that sounds like the name of a anal gangbang porno. Oh god. I know I had to put that into your minds, didn't I? Sorry. Alright. Hopefully get through this, though. Of course, I did warn you guys way back in episode wherever the shit it was that we're going to have episodes like this where it gets to be an hour long and you're just like, man, I am just waiting for it to be done, and it's not going to be done. And it's mostly these damn random encounters. Man, these random encounters kill you. Alright. So we are back on the first floor. Actually, it said the third floor, didn't it? Well, still, it's the same concept, I guess. Water Naga. I don't know if Leo can take it on by itself. I'm trying to think of what the... There was one that you fought, I think it was in the sewers of 15. And that was a hell of a fight, too. That was one of those boss fights I was really happy I was able to get into, because it was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Of course, I keep talking about Final Fantasy 15, but really, that's the only other game I've been playing. I haven't been playing 10 as much as I want to, only because I've been so worried about trying to get these working correctly. And it's just been kind of a pain in my ass. But hopefully we'll be able to get it fixed. Hopefully. Shrunken Shine. Floor 2. Alright, where in the world are we? Seriously, where in the world are we? Okay, there's a staircase up this way. I'm seeing it now. There's a staircase up this way, and there's a whole bunch of shit over this way. What staircase is that? 4. 4 goes to 5. 5 goes to... 5 goes to 6. 6 goes to... 7. 7 goes to 8. 8. Alright. So I figured out what we're doing. It's another one of those that, you know, there's a whole floor of treasure and shit that I will wind up getting later. We're just going to head straight to the boss. We're going to kill him, and then we are going to be done with this episode. Because you know how it is. I could be sitting here all day and run out of shit to talk about and all this stuff, and I'm probably going to have to cut this episode in half anyways. It is what it is. Alright. There's that. Other than that, I guess we could talk about... What was the last Final Fantasy that I was talking about? I know I talked about 13, and going through 13, and I think I talked about 14, being part of the beta of 14, for the PS4, or the PS3 open beta. Loved the hell out of that, played through that, was a Black Mage, and then got all my classes up to 50 or whatever the hell it was. Didn't do any of the expansions. Was actually thinking about, I've actually been thinking about getting back into that game. I'm sure to Angie B's horror and chagrin. She didn't really have a... She loved it. Actually, when I stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV, she was really, really upset because she said, I really, really miss the music. Because that was the one thing that was always there was the music. She wanted me to buy the soundtrack because it was every single day for like an hour or 2 hours a day. That's all I would do was play this game, and she would hear the music, and she would, you know, she actually told me, she said, like, you know, that's the one thing I miss is that noise. It's the Final Fantasy XIV noise. So I may wind up getting back into it. I don't know. I don't know yet. I kind of want to, but I don't. Again, I know I did talk about it because I said there was some single-player stuff that I really wish they would do. I don't like getting into it just to have to go out and do constant instances. You know, I don't want to go out and just party up just to complete the story. You know, I don't want to have to go in just to know that every single day I have to go grind out my daily nonsense, that I have to go find a party so that I can go grind out whatever it is for my weapons so that I could turn into something and do something else and blah, 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 blah. That got really, really annoying after a while. It really, really did. That was probably what killed it for me more than anything else. And I know that that's just what an MMO is. You get on there every day and you go do that. But for me, when I was playing Final Fantasy XI, that's not what it felt like. It was you were kind of forced to get into those parties. But it wasn't like you were having to go off and do daily nonsense. You know, it was always, there was always something that you could do that would take your mind off of whatever the hell it was you were doing. I am a bit lost right now, guys, so you'll have to forgive me. I really have no idea where we're going. I'm lost. I'm looking at the map. Oh, well, that stuff's in here. Sorry, I had to... Should have stopped and blew my nose. I do feel better now, though. I think I unclogged my nose. No, I didn't want to hit him. Shit, I'm going to get a wasted hit. Watch it. Watch Ninja go first. Yep, wasted friggin' hit. That sucked. That absolutely sucked. But I do miss Final Fantasy XIV sometimes. It did get a little annoying, like I said, having to come in and every day you're worried about having to go craft something, or every day you're having to worry about go get something from somewhere and do something and yada yada yada, and it was that kind of grind that I couldn't stand. I really couldn't stand. Wow. Just a little tiny water tornado. Poor little tiny water tornado. You never had a chance, did you? Sorry, buddy. Now you're dead. But I have been thinking about getting into it. If I did get back into it, it would not be the same. I would be a lot more leery of playing it. The only reason that I would probably be into it would just be to... I don't even know. I mean, what... It's like I said, for my Black Mage and for my Dragoon and for a couple other ones, I was able to, you know, party up and play the game the way that I guess you're supposed to. I guess that's what you're supposed to play. I don't know. And it was all right, you know. I was the groups that I were in were okay. The link shells, or whatever the shit you wanted to call them, I don't even know if they're called link shells. They were all right, you know. I went through several of them just because, you know, eventually someone would have a problem with somebody else, and then you would have to get out, and because everybody would leave, I I remember there was one that I was in that it was a really, really good group of guys. They were training us how to do the upper level stuff. We were starting to do the coils of Bahamut. We were doing really good. I mean, I loved the hell out of it. But then it just... You started hearing people, they were getting concerned that, you know, this isn't going as fast as we want it to, or this isn't going the way that they wanted to. We kept constantly dying, and it was because... It was just because some of it was hard. I mean, let's be honest. You know, you for something like fighting the Shiva fights or fighting the Ifrit fights, I almost even want to say fighting Titan. I mean, Titan was not the worst. He was bad, believe me, but he was not the worst. I never beat Titan though, because it was always that one person that would screw Titan up. And it would just be like, ugh, you know, one of those types of things. But you know, going and fighting the coils of Bahamut, and let me tell you, those are some tough ass fights. That stuff was just ridiculous. I don't remember which coil it was, where you have to run down into these like holes, because whatever it is swoops down over top of you and attacks you, and if you get hit, you get pushed out of these holes and you're dead automatically or something. Giant's gloves. What the hell's a Giant's gloves? But it was one of those that, you know, everybody was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. This is stupid. I don't want to fucking play this. And so it's like everybody that I was talking to, everybody that I was hanging out, everybody I was hanging out with, everybody I was talking to, you know, all the people that I would consider my close in-game friends, you know, people that I would hang out with at night and joke around with and you actually talk to. They just up and left one day. They didn't leave a message, they didn't leave anything, they just up and said, we're out of here, bye, see ya. And it was like, wait, what? And then they jumped servers, and you didn't know where they go, you didn't know what they did. It was like, holy shit, man, you know, what the hell is that all about? And it really, really, that was just another one of those things that turned me off of that game, is everybody started leaving, and you just started feeling like, what's the point, you know? It's all the cool people that I wanted to hang out with were gone. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. So that was, if I go back into that game, it's going to be with a lot less trust, I want to say, than I had before, because I keep my friends close, and I don't have too many of them, and it's because I've been burned a lot. And for me to go out and, you know, find some random strangers on an internet game and try to be friends with them, it was hard for me to do. And it was even harder for me to find out that, you know, these people just wanted to up and leave, and it wasn't even my fault. And I couldn't go with them because they didn't even tell me, you know, and I couldn't get a hold of them after that, and it was really fucked up. I don't know, that's enough of that. But I've been thinking about getting back into 14, and that's the whole deal about 14 for me, is that I would love to play it again, and I had the time of my life. That was the best year and a half that I've had in a video game. And I'd like to see the new expansions. Again, I don't want to go into the expansions just to get into a goddamn instance, you know, just to go fight another bunch of assholes. But I don't know. But then all that leads up to 15, which is actually supposed to be 13 versus whatever the shit that's supposed to be. I mean, how do you describe somebody, or describe that to somebody, you know? It's like, oh, well, you see, 15 was supposed to be a sequel to 13, and then they decided to take 10 years to develop this game that you know, a lot of people are going to think that it isn't finished and it doesn't really make sense in the you know, the whole scheme of it all. And there's, honestly, I liked it. As a standalone title, it works. I really dig the hell out of it. Oh wait, there's another. I know, we're still going. We're still going, guys. I'm definitely cutting this video in half. But Final Fantasy 15 for me, I didn't really worry that they cut it or that they made it its own game, because I was watching what they were doing with it, and I said, you know, they ought to just make it its own game. It looks like it's big enough. If they would have left it as Final Fantasy 13 Versus as the prequel, and let's be honest, it was the prequel to Final Fantasy 13. If they would have left it as the prequel to Final Fantasy 13, how sad would that game have been? Because everybody would have had to have died. If you don't know anything about Final Fantasy 13, it is basically what has happened, what was it, 1,000 years after? 500 years? I don't remember how many years it was. It's basically what happened to the world however many years after the world fell. And it was, they basically made this cocoon in the sky where everybody left the planet to go run off and be able to survive whatever was happening on the world. And you have to know that if this Final Fantasy 13 Versus was supposed to be the story of the downfall of the planet, then, you know, everybody's got to die. That's just the way it is. Everybody has to die. And to know that you have to think that, you know, man, that whole game must have been just one big bummer. Because by the end of it, everybody was dead. You know, and your character had to die. The whole thing had to end in order for this to go on. And actually, I didn't see who got the level there. Actually, here's some mild spoilers for anybody that's actually played 15. That kind of sort of happens. And you can see where that part of the original storyline kind of carried over. I can see it. I can see the way they did it. There's a ribbon. Who should get the ribbon? I already got one ribbon. He's got the protect ring. But nobody's wearing it. I think the protect ring is actually working out for me better than... Where's the ribbon at? It's a helmet? Really? He's got a ribbon. There it is. Actually, it doesn't do anything different. I will give it to Don. Don could probably use it. I don't know why. But Don could probably definitely use it. But you can see where 15 came from and where the storylines for 15 went through, and I enjoyed it. I know people are now starting to say, you know, well, it's an unfinished game. They're just adding all this DLC just to finish the game and yada, yada, yada. And it may have been an unfinished game. I don't know. I don't think it is. I really don't think it's an unfinished game. I think that yes, they rushed it. I think they had a date. They couldn't meet the date. They had to push it back. So what happened was, oh, this is the end. All right. What happened was they had to push out what they had, no matter how good or bad it was. And it's not bad. Again, it's not the worst thing in the universe. It's a really good, moderately polished game. I mean, there's only a few glitches. Shit, to be honest with you, Horizon Zero Dawn is glitched out more than 15 is. And, you know, it is what it is, but I don't think there's anything in there. There's nothing in any of these down here. You just basically have to go up to the top and kill the monster. Kill the baddie. The baddie McBatterton. I hope there's nobody to talk to either. Mermaids. Let's just be honest. I hope there's no mermaids. But I really enjoyed 15. I'm still enjoying 15. I didn't do all the side quests the first time through because I said I knew that there was a new game plus, and what I wanted to do was play through the thing. You know, because I got to a point where I think I was getting up to like 60 hours, and all I was doing was side quests. And those side quests, I will be honest with side quests. Those side quests do get a little boring. Actually, they get it. What was that? Was that just me hitting the button wrong? Those side quests get very boring, actually. And it's enough that you start questioning why you're doing everything. I'm going the wrong way. Believe it or not, I'm going the wrong way. So I got to the point where I was like, look, let's just finish the game. Fuck it. Let's finish the game. I couldn't do it. I think it was the end of January. And I said, you know what? I want a new game for February. I said I want to play something other than Final Fantasy because it was nothing but Final Fantasy 15 for the entire month of January. And I said, I've got all these other games I want to play. Let's just finish the game. That way we can move on. And so I finished it, and it was almost like as soon as I did it, and I got into the New Game Plus, and I looked at all the side quests, I just said, man, I really should have done the side quests before I did this. Because there are so many side quests. See, I'm back to where I started. Damn it. I gotta go all the way around again. That sucks. But 15 was great. I absolutely loved it. I love the story. I love the fights. I love the style. I love the action. The way that they did the game. I know that some people want to complain about just sitting there holding the circle button or whatever the equivalent is on the Xbox. You know, to fight. And I said, you know, that's fine. I think that's the only way that they could have... Where in the shit am I going? That's the only way that they could have rationalized how to do the fights. Because it's the first real Final Fantasy action game. You know, and they don't want you... didn't want it to be Kingdom Hearts. And I can understand that. Because Kingdom Hearts kind of sucked, to be honest with you. Having to just sit there, and I think it was either hit X or hit square. It was one of the two, and you're just sitting here tapping it to hit buttons and all that. And with 15, when you hold the button down, you can do so many other things with button combinations. You know, you can hold circle down, and you can bring up the one menu that tells your buddies what to do, when to do it, and then there's bring up the menu with all the potions and stuff in it. And I think it was the best way that they knew how to do it at the time, and it worked. It absolutely worked. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I still love it. I think more video games should try to be that intuitive with it. You know, I don't like. I never liked putting the action button. Somebody got a level there too. I didn't like putting the action button where the jump button was. That one sucked a lot, to be perfectly honest. Because that was every time you go to pick something up and he wants to jump before he gets it. The most horrible thing about that is when he jumps, he does something to where he moves like slightly over to the side or behind whatever he was trying to pick up. And so it's like you have to reposition him, and he always has to be like a foot or two away or step or two away from whatever he's picking up in order for the icon to pop back up. it's just one of those things where it's like, just the other day I was trying to pick up some plants or something out in the wild, and I got right up to it, and I clicked the button, and he jumped, and I swear to God, he jumped like 2 feet over these things. So I turned him around and repositioned him, got him right back up to the X button. I hit the button again, he jumped, and when he landed, he landed to where he wasn't able to look at him again. So I had to run him around, reposition him, and do it all again. And it happened a third time, and I was like, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. And by then I was like, screw it, I don't even need it. It ain't even worth it. At that point, it's not even worth it. But I mean, that's the only really gripe I had with the game. Other than that, I love the story. I love the ending, as ambiguous as it was. There was enough of a love story there that, you know, you had that little bit of Final Fantasy-ness in it, you know. Characters were good. They kind of grated on me at the beginning, especially Prompto. But you know, because it's a tale of 4 friends that are going out to have to do this extremely grown-up thing, and we're here, by the way. This is that fight. But because it's the tale of 4 friends that have to go out and do this moderately horrible thing of, you know, basically, well, getting him married first of all. I mean, that's one thing. Sure, you know, they had to take him to his wedding and all that. But whenever that falls apart, and then they find out that they have to just basically keep him alive so that, you know, he can, or keep Noctis alive so that he has to do this. It's really hard to describe this without spoilers, guys. But he has to go and save the world as the king. You know, it's a good buddy thing, and being a guy that had three really close friends in high school, you know, where it was just the 4 of us against the world. I know what that's like. I've been there, and there is a personality of each of the 4 guys in the game that match my friends. That it was really, really close to me. So it was one of those things that, you know, it was what it was, and it was really, really. It was a really, really touching game for me. That by the end of it, they make you make a choice. I can't spoil it, but they make you make a choice that has something to do with all the events that you had done through the entire game. And when they asked me to make that choice, I literally broke down in tears. I could not handle it. It was that close of a thing for me that it was that emotion, that raw emotion. The whole game led up to that point, and then that point made you go back and relive the moments, and it was just like, you know, it was just. Anyways, we'll continue that story later. So let's do this, please. You humans amaze me. Who would have thought any land creature could make it this far? Oh hell! Tweet. Uh-oh. Release the Kraken! But I'm afraid it is time to teach you your place. Is this what's his face? Is this Kraken, the water fiend, shall instruct you? But his name wasn't Kraken though. What's the one? Oh, holy crap! Look at this damn thing. Jesus. Okay. Blink. Raise own invasion by 80 points. Raise defense. No, we don't want any of this. Just kill the goddamn thing, will you please? Good God. We got a fire. We got a bolt. Let's try the bolt. Why not? See what happens. Because, I mean, it is a water fiend, so, you know, we should be able to throw Bolt at it, right? What you think? Release the Kraken! 79. Nice. Good job. Skadoosh! Really? Ink. Oh, shit. And it missed. You suck. You suck so bad. .56. That wasn't bad. Alright, well, you keep attacking. I'm thinking you should just attack, because you kind of suck, dude. You really just are not good. You attack, too, because I want to see what these guys can do. Oh, shit. 270. Jesus. 15. No, they're throwing magic. That was dumb. That was really dumb. 216. Alright. You're going to have to cure yourself, because that really sucked. No, no, no. What are you doing? God damn it. Again, that's one of the things with this playing it on the PS2 that I don't know why the D-pad is so sensitive in this game. 33. I got to be getting close to killing this guy. You would think. Probably not, though. It's probably like 4,000 HP. Alright. Got him cured. Not very much, though. I'm going to have to hit him again. Jesus. And it sucks. We were talking about it before because I didn't pick a white mage. The white mage has the... Oh, shit. Dude, you've got... Here. Get haste. The white mage has the spells that will cure the whole party at once. Oh, did I kill him? I killed him! Yay! But I was saying that this was the party that I remember making, even though I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure that maybe the second time through I might have done this party makeup. I think the first time through I went warrior, thief, white mage, black mage. I may have even done warrior, monk, white mage, black mage. I don't even remember. Again, it's been so long, and it's been... I mean, it's been, what, 20 plus years since that first playthrough, and I don't even know if my battery saved it on the cartridge or not. Yeah, jumping jacks! Get them jumping jacks, baby! What's up? Alright, that's good enough, guys. Now you're just looking like idiots. Alright, what does it say? This is the altar of water from which the power of water flows forth. Good, so we have that. Let's work back to the beginning, because I think I got everything in this. I'm pretty sure I got everything that was inside of this dungeon. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. Good, so there we go. That was the water shrine, water, whatever the shit it was, I guess. I don't know. It was something. Shall we go talk to these people again? I mean, you know, because I might as well, right? Like the fairy? Shall we go talk to the fairy? Shall I go talk to this chick? Because she said she was a mermaid, and the one chick, here, check out my legs. Okay. That just kind of sucks, though, because it was like, you know that you've talked to that girl's friend, and you just want to be like, hey, you know, I met this chick down in the ocean that she knows you. Okay, well, this chick's gone now, so I can't really talk to her. Let's go talk to that guy, see what he says. Come on, dude, move. Move. Oh, for fuck's sake, man, move. I hate these damn people. I really do. NPCs are the worst. 200 years ago, but I did. Look, I got it's lit up. I got the water crystal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, anyways, we are going to go to the inn, and we are going to stop, and that's going to be that. Because I had a blast. I always have fun playing this game. I really do. I'm hoping that it didn't screw up like it did last time, because, you know, that would just suck. I hate when that happens. But if it did, you know, it's like I said, it's only 30. As long as it's less than 30 seconds. I mean, 30 seconds is not horrible. You know, just you got to put up with it. If it's during a boss fight, though, that would kind of suck. But I don't know. It is what it is. So anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Final Fantasy on the Final Fantasy Origins collection on the PS1. We have been playing through this in honor of the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy. I know I've already said that I feel kind of old because of it, but hey, you know, I'm old. Get over it. But other than that, come on back next time, and we shall see what we're going to do next. I'm taking care of some stuff while we're talking. But definitely come on back next time. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you are having any issues watching the videos, because I got a comment saying that for whatever reason they can't watch a certain video past a certain point, and it's like, I don't know what that's all about. I'm thinking that's a YouTube thing, because I can watch all my videos perfectly on my side. I don't know what's going on. But it just seems like every step I take with this playthrough, there's always something there to screw me up. So, through hell and high water, we're going to keep going through this. I don't care. We're going to make it through this crap. It's going to take a lot longer than I previously expected, but that's alright. We're going to get through it all. But I thank you guys again for coming around. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having a good time. We are right at the end of this. We have to be. It's got to be like one more fiend, which is the fire, water, the wind fiend, I guess. Wind? Is it wind? I don't know. I'm looking at my it's not the earth, is it? No, it's wind. It's a wind fiend. Right? It's a dragon, at least. That's what it says. But we're right here. I mean, we are so close to being done with this game that you know, it's time. It's time to finish it. And we are going to go through this. Oh man, we are. We are too. I think there's only like 2 more dungeons. Wow. No, I lied. 3 more dungeons. That's alright, though. 3 more dungeons. Yay. So, come back. We'll be prepared for that. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, then we can move on to Final Fantasy 2. Which, that'll be even cooler. Because I never finished Final Fantasy 2. I've barely even played through half of it, I think. I know I've played it, at least a little bit of it, but I've not gone through half of it. So, going on and playing a game that I haven't played is going to be a lot more fun than, you know, going through a game that I have played and saying like, oh yeah, I remember this, I remember that. So, we will definitely be looking forward to that. But outside of that, I thank you guys again for watching. I need to stop talking because this video has gone on for way too long. It has been cut in half, though. I know I've already said that. But I have been nicodemoscain. This has been Final Fantasy. I wish you all well in all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. Save often, bring enough potions, and remember, the only reason that black mage is in your party is to nuke the boss. Take care.